We begin in the United States, where Republican Representative from South Carolina Nancy Mace has stirred a massive controversy with a bill to keep transgender women from using women's bathrooms at the Capitol. The bill is in direct response to the election of Democrat Sarah McBride, a representative-elect from Delaware, who is set to become the first openly transgender member of Congress in January. Asked why she introduced the contentious bill, Mace said she is a victim of sexual assault and a biological man walking into a women's restroom triggers her trauma.
Victim of abuse myself. I'm a rape survivor. I have PTSD from the abuse I've suffered at the hands of a man, and I know how vulnerable women and girls are in private spaces. So I'm absolutely 100% going to stand in the way of any man who wants to be in a women's restroom, in our locker rooms, in our changing rooms. I will be there fighting you every step of the way.
Now, Congresswoman Mace further said that she wants her resolution to be included in the House rules package for the next Congress. Mace has also indicated that if the bill fails, she will file it again in the next congressional session. The two-page resolution bans House members and staffers from using single-sex facilities other than those corresponding to their biological sex. It covers bathrooms in the Capitol and allows the House Sergeant-at-Arms to enforce the prohibition. Meanwhile, Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene went so far as to threaten McBride to a physical fight.
You know, Sarah McBride, as he calls himself, formerly Tim McBride, is a biological man, and he should not be using any of our restrooms in the Capitols, in our office buildings. But Nancy Mace's resolution doesn't go far enough. A resolution is just a statement by Congress saying that Congress disagrees with something. We need something more binding, and that's what I just brought up at the microphones there in our conference, is I directly asked Speaker Johnson what the men in our leadership are going to do about this.
Now, the bill comes as no surprise, as Republicans have spent the last 2 years in the House proposing legislation to roll back transgender rights. Meanwhile, Republican-led states have been trying to pass laws to prevent transgender people from using single-sex bathrooms in government buildings. And throughout his campaign, President-elect Donald Trump's strategy was to paint Vice President Kamala Harris as a radical on transgender issues. The deeply contentious issue has put House Speaker Mike Johnson in a difficult position.
For anybody who doesn't know my well-established record on this issue, let me be unequivocally clear. A man is a man, and a woman is a woman, and a man cannot become a woman. That said, I also believe, that's what Scripture teaches, what I just said, but I also believe that we treat everybody with dignity, and so we can do and believe all those things at the same time.
Now, Sarah McBride has responded to the latest bill, calling it a blatant attempt from far-right-wing extremists to distract from the real problems Americans face every single day. Other Democrats, including Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Chuck Schumer, said the proposal is plain bullying, mean, and cruel. Sarah McBride's election has clearly made Republicans uncomfortable even before her arrival at the Capitol. Now, of course, it is ironic that this very hot-button issue that many Republicans ran on is now staring them directly in the face inside the halls of power. Which direction lawmakers decide to take is unknown, but what we do know is that members are already drawing battle lines when it comes to transgender rights.